Well, the floods definitely was a nightmare, and it ruined a lot of plans, it caused a lot of changes, but it forced us to look within ourselves, and we just decided that we want to keep going with this. We're not going to let a flood stop us, so it forced us to rebuild. Yeah, we had to take a back seat for several months while we were rebuilding, restructuring, and replacing inventory, and of course that involved a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, evenings and weekends, but we all still had the drive to want to do it. And even if we weren't here today, we would probably be at home in our garages building a guitar.
The first flood was, the first flood we had was when we were building this building. We bought the property and they'd started framing the building, and all of a sudden we get a call from the construction company saying, you have 10 inches of water in your building. I'm like, oh boy. And then the second flood that happened was 24 inches of water. And we're like, okay, now we got to go in, we got to get the inside of the building, we got to start over again. But nothing in us at that time was ever thought about it. It's like, okay, we've got to get everybody in there, and we've got to clear this thing out, and we've got to clean it out, and we've got to have the drywall fixed and the electric fixed, and we got to get back in business as quick as we can. The third flood, I get a call at 10 o'clock at night from the police, and they say, your building is flooded. We're wading through 36 inches of water. That was our 25th anniversary. And that was the most heartbreaking thing that I've ever dealt with. That was the most
tough
traumatic.
To bounce back from.
I actually, when everybody came in the next day, they were afraid because I had quit. I didn't have it in me.
Here's our shop.
And everybody was concerned because I'm the one that's like, okay, no, we got to get going again. And our webmaster put up a GoFundMe, and I was like, and somebody told me that he'd done it, and I called him and I said, what are you doing? I said, where do you get off putting a GoFundMe up for us? And he said, you would have said no. And he said, so get over it. And we're cleaning the building out, and we have people coming up and they're bringing us lunch.
Yeah.
Or they're just driving through the parking lot and going, here's $20. We want to help.
Yeah.
And then I'm not even checking the GoFundMe, and he calls me, because I'm still mad about it. And he calls me and he says, look at your GoFundMe. And I looked at it, and we had $16,000. And something in my head went, we have to keep doing this because people care.
It was pretty overwhelming.
It was
really
overwhelming.
Cool. It was really cool.
I literally, that day, I sat out here when I saw that amount, and I can remember him coming out, and I was sitting out there and I was crying like a baby. I fell apart. And he's like, what's the matter? And I just showed him the number that they had donated, and I'm like, okay, let's get to work.
Let's go back to work.
Let's get to work.
Do it.
There's no time for sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. It's like, we got to build and rebuild.
He got his second wind, and we bounced right back.